Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Bree Nicole, and I'm here with day 2 of the BeautyPrenuer Challenge. I am so excited for day 2 because today we are going to really get into how to properly structure your beauty business. So, not only are we going to get into our business entities, we're going to get into how to actually set up, structure your business so that you can later down the line get business funding, be able to secure a location if that's what you desire to do, and be able to grow in the proper way. We're also going to get into our brand identity. That is so important when it comes to structuring our business, especially in the beauty industry, because who exactly are we and what exactly are we going to do? So, we're going to get into it. I'm so ready for you guys to properly just understand how these things will help you later down the line. Because pretty much overall, I started in this industry and I've made those mistakes so that I'll be able to teach you guys what exactly it is to do. Because when I started, I did the basics and I was able to, basically get by, but that cost me a lot of money in the long run. So our goal here is to make money, secure business funding, and to just overall be successful in your long run. So let's really get into it. All right, so we're here with day 2 Beautypreneur Challenge. So we're gonna get into prop. So we're here with day 2 Beautypreneur Challenge. We're gonna get into properly structuring your beauty business. First, we're gonna start off with actually understanding that there are 4 types of legitimate business entities. So a lot of you guys have heard of LLCs and all of those sorts. So I'm gonna write these out for you. The 4 LLC is the most popular. So a lot of people have heard of that one. And that stands for a limited liability company. So I just want you guys to understand that. Actually, I'll write it down just so you guys can write it down. Excuse my handwriting. 2, we're going to get into sole proprietorship. Proprietorship, honestly, because you guys know me. I just be talking, trying to get everything. But I'm trying to make sure that I'm spelling everything right for you all. 3 is going to be your C Corp, so your C Corporation, and 4 is going to be your S Corp. All right, guys, I want you guys to write that down because when it comes to actually, um, all right, guys, I really want you guys to write that down because when it comes to actually structuring your business, these are going to be the 4 main entities. Again, we have our LLC, which is what you guys all hear all over Instagram. Like, I got my LLC, I got a business now. And honestly, that is just a little penny in a bucket when it comes to starting your business. But we got LLC, sole proprietorship, we have C Corp, and we have S Corp. So, of course, as everyone else, when I started my business, I did start as an LLC. My first brand name was the Glamour District LLC. I ended up dissolving that and then, going into Level 10 Beauty Bar. Level 10 Beauty Bar is actually a doing business as Level 10 Beauty Co. LLC. Now, I now have a S Corp because I make more than $30,000 a month. Disclaimer, guys, I am not a lawyer and I also am not a CPA. Honestly, truly, when it comes to starting a business, I believe that you should invest in a CPA as your first order of business because you want to be able to understand what exactly your business entity needs to be because you may have been already putting the work in and you may be making a lot more money than someone else who's just starting. So say that you've been doing waxing for the past 4 months and you've already scaled to $30,000 months and you're like, hey, I'm kind of wanting to just structure this correctly, even though I'm still a beginner. It's only been 4 months, but life happens fast. So that's such a blessing because waxing is a 15-minute in and out thing. You're making 30 plus, you want to save on some taxes. You want to start, structuring your business as an S Corp. To say somebody who just graduated esthetician school and they're looking to actually get started and just want to set up everything before they start taking clients, you want to start as an LLC. Also, because some people they get into sole proprietorship, honestly, I just think that if you plan on growing and scaling your business, again, don't take my advice. I think everyone should start as an LLC. So, which structure would you choose? Again, I told you guys that you would want to go ahead and consult a business lawyer or a CPA, or honestly, just go ahead and file it so nobody takes it from you. Like I said, I just went into how I personally used, but again, if you also want to, I wanted to refer back to my notes, guys. Y'all know I'm pregnant. So I'm sitting here like, let me make sure I'm hitting every point for you guys. But overall, I did cover everything in that component of this. But I want you guys to also understand that if you are going to be doing business as, so say, you have a pretty risky type business, you don't want to put that into your actual name. So you can also just do it as your last name. So you could do like um, Myers Enterprises LLC, and then do doing business as such and such beauty bar. So, you want to get into it's a lot that you could play with it as, but I did want you guys to understand that this is going to be your first step when it comes to properly structuring your business. Okay. So now we're going to get into our next step. All right. So next is going to be, so again, these are going to be your business entities. If you are taking notes, as I suggest, because note takers are the money makers. All right, now we're going to get into our EIN. Your EIN is going to be your business's social security number. Super important. All right, guys. So as I just explained, after we decide what our business entity is going to be, we are going to now get into our EIN number. This EIN number is your business's social security number. It is so important for you to have your EIN because it's going to help you properly structure things. It's going to help you basically get your business bank account. If you're wanting to sell products, how to get your seller's permit, you're going to need this. That is why it is the second step, because you're not only going to need your LLC, you're going to need your EIN. It's absolutely free. Do not let anyone trick you into these things. Your business entity is going to cost you $100, varies by state, but for the most part, what I've researched is going to be $100. Your EIN is going to be absolutely free on the IRS, period, point blank. Absolutely free. Okay, so a lot of people need help doing that. We'll talk about that at the end. But at the end of the day, this is your business's social security number. You want to make sure that you have it. The IRS does require all businesses to have an EIN number, which acts as your social security number for your business, as I earlier explained. You'll need this number to 1, file your taxes, 2, apply for wholesale and drop shipping accounts, 3, open your business bank account, and 4, you're going to use it for funding and pretty much anything related to your business. So make sure you guys write that down if you haven't already. Make sure we're getting to our EIN. Now we are going to go into our business licenses and permits. You guys, we are beautypreneurs. That means we are not only limited to services, we are also going to be trying to sell products. And also, if you are doing a service, you're going to need a business license. You have to be legitimate when it comes to actually doing your business. You can't just say, I'm going to get a salon suite and, just operate. Even if you're in a salon suite, you need to have a business license. If you're going to sell products, you need to have a seller's permit. Okay, so let me write this down for you guys so you have your business license, seller's permit. This is also going to vary state by state. I just want you guys to understand that. I am in Georgia, so I'm only going to write down what I know for Georgia, but I do know that you're going to need these things that I'm about to write down for any state in order to even file for your business license or seller's permit. And again, your seller's permit is going to allow you to get wholesale products in your state and also allow you to actually sell those products. So that's going to be your state issued ID. That could be your driver's license. If you don't have a driver's license, that's going to be your actual ID. Again, LLC registration or whatever business entity. Super important. Told you guys you were going to need it. You're going to need a save and e-verify. Even if you don't have any employees, you're going to need to fill one of those out depending on the nature of your business. But since we're a beauty business, I already know that you're going to need these things. And along with your save and e-verify, you're going to need your EIN number. And depending on what you're selling, a tax ID number, which you can get for free again. Boom, boom, boom. But if you have your EIN number, you're not going to need that. And a sales tax number. This is going to come when you actually file for the business license. They will also file you for a sales tax number if you are telling them that you need to be selling products. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So like I just stated, you are going to need for your business license or your seller's permit, your state issued ID, driver's license, passport, something of the sort to prove your identity, LLC registration, or whatever business entity you choose to file under. Again, that's going to be used for everything, anything that you do. they're going to ask for that vital piece of information, a save and e-verify. So what a save and e-verify is just, making sure that you understand how to treat and properly hire employees in your state. Again, if you are your only employee, they're going to have you fill it out for yourself. It's just a list of rules basically stating. So it's like if you have a business license, they want to know, like, oh, if you have a receptionist, do you understand how the rules and the regulations in your state, for these employees, how you should be treating them? EIN and tax ID, like I just stated, you could file that for free. Everyone needs their EIN number. Your tax ID number is something that's basically going to go along with your taxes if you are selling e-commerce. Sales tax number will be given to you with your business license. So when you file for that and you state, hey, I'm going to be selling products, within my location or via online, and you're going to be charging taxes on those products, which you should be doing, then yes, you're going to need a sales tax ID. So those are going to be the 5 things you need to register for a business license in your state. Okay? Now, the process is going to vary state by state, but for the most part, even if you're operating out of your house, you need to have a business license. You don't want anyone trying to, basically say that you're unlicensed. Even if you don't have your actual cosmetology or esthetician license, your business license allows you to operate in your business. Got it? Great to good. All right, so now we're going to go into our business bank account. Guys, I'm circling our business bank account. Because this is a key component to actually running and operating and understanding your business. Overall, if you do not have a structured business bank account to separate your personal and your business funds, then what exactly are you doing? Are you even in business? No, you're not. All right, so your business bank account is what is going to need in order to just operate your business. All of your business expenses, all of your business deposits need to be going in and out of a business account. In order to open your business account, you are going to need your LLC, your EIN. You're going to need to answer any questions. I recommend going through a credit union, honestly, because you'll have more benefits in the long run, making sure you get your business credit card, things of that sort, and also your business savings. You will not be mixing your personal and your business. If you are an LLC, you will be collecting your funds and then you can put yourself onto payroll. If you are an S Corp, it is required for you to put yourself on payroll. Once you're making $30,000 plus a month and you would like to save on taxes, as the owner of that business, you will be required to put yourself on payroll, which will be coming out of your business account. You win a grant. Yay. They're not going to deposit it into, Susie Johnson's bank account. They want to deposit it into your business bank account that you applied for that grant with. So there's a lot of times, even with state funding, you know what I'm saying? When people were applying for, I guess, ERCs and, what was going around in the pandemic, I'm not even sure, but everyone was getting it. And they don't deposit that into your personal account. They deposit that into your business account. So you want to make sure that you have that set up. That's going to be super important, especially if you're getting to the money. Because a lot of times people who start out in business don't understand their numbers. They're like, girl, I had a $20,000 month, but they don't understand those expenses, and actually they're in the red. So that's also super important. So I'm going to write that down because I want you guys to see it in red. If you have a $20,000 month, but your rent at your salon suite is $1,500. But like I said, you're putting all this money into your personal account, so you're not really seeing what's going on. And then you also have to pay for your products. Let's say your products are $600. What else can be a part of a beginner's expenses? So we have salon suite rent, products, chargebacks. So let's say we even just have $350 in chargebacks. Gas to get to and from work that month. Say you got a nice car. I was gonna say $450. See, this is a salon suite, so I'm not even gonna say $20,000. I'm gonna just say we had a $10,000 month because in a salon suite, it's just one of you. I went big on y'all. I'm sorry. Because I'm like, dang, I have so much more as a owner of a salon. You know what I'm saying? So we have gas, salon suite rent products, chargebacks, you know, just miscellaneous things. You have your decor, just little stuff. Oh, marketing. I'm tripping. Then you had to spend $1,000 on ads this month. And that's just on the ads. Then you have a girl on a monthly reoccurring charge for your flyers. Boom, boom, boom. And then we'll just leave it at that. You've only profited 5,750. Okay. Now that you've profited 5,750, let's see if you understand your personal expenses. So say this is your only job. This is business, but you have everything going into one account. So now we have this coming over here, but I'm eating at Pasha. That's about $350 because you got a hookah and some drinks. And then I have to pay my rent at my home, $2,750, because Atlanta is expensive. I gotta pay utilities. I'm gonna just say 500. Pasha rent utilities. I want to go on a, just miscellaneous spend. We'll just say that's about $1,000 because I went shopping, I did something. You know what I'm saying? And so here is your profits for the month. All right, guys. So I say all that to say that a lot of times when we're mixing our business and our personal expenses, we're not exactly understanding where and which things are going and when to actually put in a budget. So budgets are super important, especially when you're just starting out in business, because you want to understand your numbers, you want to understand where your money's going, and you also want to just pay yourself. So if everything, especially, let's just say you did open your business bank account, but you're using your business card for everything, you don't know if you got those chicken tenders, you got this, you got that, you went shopping at Fashion Nova, all those expenses are coming out. So you're like, dang, how much I actually profit in my business and how much is my monthly overhead for personal. So I've seen it happen to a lot of people, especially when I first starting out, because that was me. I was in my salon suite. I didn't actually understand what was going on. I'm like, I'm seeing so much money coming in and I'm seeing so much money going out. And so, in order for me to actually scale and get to the next level, opening my business bank account and understanding my numbers and seeing what's coming in, what's necessary for business, and then paying myself a necessary amount so that I could save and I could do my personal thing because I'm only working for self. I didn't have another source of income. Well, I did have another source of income, but I'm saying if you're in business and you don't have that, you want to make sure you understand where everything is going. So that is super important. And next, we are going to go to another part of business structuring, which is going to be our brand identity. Okay, guys? So I'm going to write this out for y'all. Structuring your brand. All right, guys, next up we have structuring our brand identity. This is super important as a beginner who is coming into the beauty industry and you're looking to actually understand what exactly it is that I'm building. So now, as we talked about yesterday, we figured out like, hey, I want to get into makeup. I want to get into lashes. I want to get into hair. I want to be a barber. I want to do waxing. So you've niched down, you've understand what you actually need to either invest in to take your course and learn, what you need to invest in to grow your skill set, or what you need to do in order to invest in yourself and grow yourself as a beginner. Now we need to understand what exactly is our brand. So we have some people who are like, well, I'm brand new here. I'm gonna, start my IG page. My colors are gonna be, green and blue, et cetera, et cetera. Then you have people who have already started their brand, but they're new here, and they're like, okay, I've got my website set up. I've got my Instagram. I have, a set color, but it's not really resonating with my audience. Like, what exactly is going on? So your brand identity is basically breaking down into the visible elements of a brand. Excuse me. So the visible elements of the brand are going to be your color, your design, your logo, anything that identifies and distinguishes the brand in the consumer's mind. So when you think of Nike, you're going to think of a check, and you're going to think of just do it because they have a slogan. You're going to think of, outside door elements. A lot of their commercials are going to be running in, windbreakers, things of that sort. So when you think of Mayel Organics has, you know, bright ombre colors. They have the kinky curly hair logo. When you think of Mayel, you know exactly what her brand is going to be. So, consistent marketing and consistent messaging is something that's going to lead to a consistent brand. And it's also going to resonate with your clients, and it's going to lead to consistent sales. It all flows into one, guys. Okay? All flows into one. So, your brand, again, as I stated, your brand identity is going to include your logo, your website, your design, your typography, your colors, your products, your packaging, everything. And when I say typography, it's because from your website to when you're actually doing your flyers, you want everything to kind of be consistent unless you're doing multiple campaigns a month, but you want your logo to be consistent with the typography that you're using in your brand kit. So your brand kit is something that you're going to put together when you decide your actual name of your business, when you file for your business, when you're doing all of these things to structure your business for you to scale it. Your brand kit is also going to be a part of that, okay? So typically, any brand asset is a component that's going to be able to introduce your brand to the world. I say this right now because I'm like, okay, I woke up today. I was like, I'm going to be a waxer. I took my wax class, about a month ago. I'm excited. I'm ready to get on social media. I don't have anything. That means I'm not ready to introduce my brand to the world. I need a website. I need a logo. I need a name. I need some flyers. I need to have some social proof from, waxing a few of my friends and family. I need all of that because a lot of times, as you see, people like to make their Instagram pages first and they're on there like, coming soon, loading, DM me the book. No, guys, we're not going to do that. So, a lot of questions that you want to ask yourself before launching and introducing your business to the world is one, would you buy from your brand? If you came to this page today, if you came to this website today, if you looked at this, would you be a consumer of your brand? I find that question to be just super useful when it comes to the beauty industry because it's like we're walking representations of ourselves. If you do makeup, why do you not do your own makeup when you go out to certain places and then display it in a way where people are like, girl, who did your makeup? And you be like, girl, me. That also can lead to courses. I know a girl who literally does not take makeup clients. She only does courses and sells digital products. But because she's a walking representation of herself, we're in the beauty industry to be beautiful. I'm always going to have my lashes done because when people ask who does my lashes, I'm like, girl, one of my employees, I own 4 lash and brow bars, come, da 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 da. Even if I don't have on makeup. Now, I understand for, other things, it could be a little bit more difficult, but you have to understand that would you buy from yourself? You're your walking brand. Do you look at your brand as luxe or high quality? Now, I'm not saying that your brand has to be all things luxury, but do you look at it as a clean and concise brand? See, me, my target audience is for the working woman. So I want it to be pretty comfortable. I want it to be affordable, but I also want it to be luxury for them because a lot of times people think because I work at MARTA, I don't deserve the same experience as someone who's a basketball wife. And me coming from a teacher making $37,000 a year, I couldn't afford lash extensions. So me opening these beauty bars, I knew that this is for the girls like me who work these 9 to 5 jobs and just wants to keep up with themselves a little bit. We deserve to receive the same treatment as those who, you know, have $300,000 a year, are able to afford high-end services. We don't charge $350 for lashes. Our lowest set is $125. We do sales and specials every now and again. So you want to understand your target audience in that manner. I knew when I was leaving from being a school teacher exactly who I was going to be marketing to. So that's something too. Is your website easy to navigate? Guys, please create a website, embed your booking site into your website because when you actually start your Google page, which is a part of structuring, which will go more in depth over this 15-day challenge, please understand that, is it easy to navigate? We all know people don't read. Clients don't read. It's just it's just a part of the game. It's a part of the business. People aren't going to read, but please put your information in a way that is easy for them to navigate, because there are some people out here who do read and who will go through and actually be like, okay, but if it's confusing, it goes back to just a confused client is they're not going to buy. And also, what is your call to action? All right, I know a lot of you guys don't know what a call to action is, so let's get into it. Call to action is one of my favorites, especially when you're starting your beauty brand, because my call to action when I first started and opened my beauty bars was a free 20-minute teeth whitening. A call to action is going to be something that a buyer cannot refuse. A 2-for-1, but it must have a lower overhead. Okay? A call to action is going to be something that attracts clients and is an offer that they refuse. They cannot refuse. I'm sorry. A call to action is going to be something that the buyer cannot refuse. Okay? When I first opened Level 10 Beauty Bars and I was transitioning from being the only esthetician to now having 8 estheticians, of course everyone wants to come to the owner. What is my new call to action? So when I was in my salon suite and I was just beginning, like a lot of you guys out there, my call to action was, hey, if you get book a full set at full price, you can get $15 off your fill-in. Easy peasy, right? When I started offering more services in there like brows, hey, free brow wax with every full set that you're buying. A lot of clients don't want to go to the nail salon. They don't want to try to find a new brow tech or whatever. So if you're proving your value to them and they're seeing the quality of your work, must understand that your call to action is irrefusable to what the client is actually getting. So when I open the beauty bars and I'm trying to transition everyone over and just bring more clients through the door, a free 20-minute teeth whitening. Teeth whitening has such a low overhead. So if you're in the beauty industry, it's something that I suggest adding on once you've mastered your craft. Guys, they were coming in like, woo, woo, woo. 20-minute teeth whitening cost me absolutely nothing to do, but I was receiving full price for all of these lash sets. You understand what I'm saying? So it has to have a lower overhead. It has to be a 2-for-1. Now our call to action, because you want to switch it up every now and again. We ran that for about 2 years. We have full price lash extensions, and you can get a free brow wax and tint. Brow wax and tint, $45. Lash extensions, $185 for the volume. It's something that the buyer can't refuse. They're saving $45. Another call to action can even just be putting your services into bundles. So that's why I say once you master that one thing, because see, I did my first 100K year just off classic lashes. Honestly, truly. I didn't offer hybrid. I didn't offer volume. I didn't learn volume until 3 years in the game. Mind you, I'm 8 years in the game now. Off classic lashes, I made 100K. My bundles were always going to be with classic lash fill-ins, because a fill-in every 2 weeks is going to cost you $65. Now, if I could get that down to 45, you feel like you're saving such a large amount of money. It's an offer that you cannot refuse. Now that we offer more services, we bundle the services together. So we do have, hey, another call to action we have is come in. It's like a buy one, get one. I believe it's a lash set with a free fill-in. We have lash and brow bundles where it's just they're saving $50. So we have a whole save $50 section on our booking website where it's like lash and brow wax and tint, lash and teeth whitening, lash and fill-in. Not a free fill, I just told you guys that, but that is a good call to action for somebody who's just starting out and you're charging like $185. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And that causes client retention, because now they get to see your work, they get to come back for that free fill. And then before they get out the door, you're booking them a fill again. You get what I'm saying? So those call to actions bring clients to the door, allow you to still make full price for what you're putting down and what you're offering, and then also allowing them to return to you, because client retention is what's going to get you booked out. We're going to go more into that later on this week, but that's what's going to get you booked out. So marketing is so much easier when you know who and what your brand is for. Again, so let's narrow in on our target audience, you guys. I want you to leave here today, really look and see who exactly you're trying to serve with your passion. That's going to be so important. And again, your marketing is going to get so much easier when you know who and what your brand is for. Ooh, excuse me. So, you're already in business. You're confused on why you're struggling to make a sale or gain a client. Here's how to improve your brand identity. So I know I broke the brand identity down for people who are just beginning, but we also need for you guys to understand that if you've already started to create your brand identity, there have to be some tweaks and some pivots that you need in order for you to be great. Back to it. 1, know your target audience. Sit down today, write down a list. Who are you trying to serve with your passion? Who is your audience? Look at some of the people who've already come through the door for you. What's their age range? What's their gender? What do they particularly book? Narrow all those in to go ahead and understand what your target audience is. So use your data and your analytics to kind of narrow in on who you're already serving. And if it's not suiting you, you can change that, but that means you're gonna have to make some tweaks in your business. 2, you want to craft a persuasive company message. So, what is pretty much your goal, your mission statement, something that you have? So, like I told you guys earlier, Level 10 Beauty Bars for the everyday working woman to receive a luxury experience. Our slogan is Get Ready for Gorgeous. All of our salons you go into, we have a huge LED sign that people love to take pictures of that say, Get ready for gorgeous. Hey guys, welcome to Level 10. Let's get ready for gorgeous. I'm not sure if you guys visited, but that's what they should be saying. But pretty much overall, that's something that we market to everybody. So if you ever get to hear me speak about Level 10, if you ever get to, go onto our website, if you hear me on a podcast, these are luxury services that are affordable for the everyday working woman. Period, point blank. Gets the message done. So now the lady who works at MARTA, the lady who's at the school, the lady who's a construction worker, they're like, dang, I get my lashes done for an affordable price. I deserve these services as well. 3, create a marketing plan. Oh my goodness, you guys. Posting on social media is not a marketing plan, okay? I want you guys to understand that. So, you want to create a marketing plan, understand, get out some campaigns, get really creative, get inspired, but don't copy. I'm gonna say that again, get inspired, but don't copy. But create a marketing plan, create a 30-day marketing plan for your business, what you're gonna post, who is it gonna resonate with, it better be resonating with your target audience, and what exactly you're gonna do. Just because you're taking pictures and posting it doesn't mean that you actually have a marketing plan. Understand if your marketing plan is gonna be for growth this month, is it gonna be for sales this month? You know what I'm saying? Is it brand awareness? What exactly you're doing? We'll get more into that later this week. And 4, be your own brand ambassador. So if you're already in business and you're doing these things, a lot of times people don't know that you're doing these things. A lot of people didn't know I did lashes. And so I started promoting myself more, being my own brand ambassador. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I do lash extensions. This is this and this. So start marketing yourself for yourself. All right, guys. Today was amazing. I'm going to go ahead and write down these steps because I know you guys like to see my notes. These are going to be the steps that you will need for those who are already in business. Already in business. These are going to be 4 steps to tweak for your brand identity. Excuse my handwriting. Oh my goodness. Know your audience. 2, craft a persuasive, that word almost got me, message. So again, you need a tagline, a slogan, and a mission statement for your business so that people can actually, understand who and what you're for. Create a marketing plan. Posting on social media, again, is not a marketing plan. Plan 30 days. We already planned into the rest of the year, so think about bigger companies. Q2 starts at the end of this month. Be your own brand ambassador. Represent yourself. present yourself. Okay, guys. So that is super important. I want you guys to really take note of those things. Go ahead, implement them, take notes. And like I said, don't just be an idealist, be an executionist. So take this information and really go ahead and start applying it. And I guarantee you'll start seeing results right away. And I don't even, I'm not even just saying that. Like, it's like as soon as you decide to learn some new information and then apply that information, you'll start to see results, especially when it comes to, like I said, even just understanding your analytics if you're already in business and now making content that goes towards that target audience, you're going to see a bigger response in, your likes and your comments and your engagement. Last but not least, you guys, I have a step-by-step guide. This step-by-step guide is not an ebook, it's a guide. It has the links, it has the information, it has what and where you need to be going for anything that you just seen today. So with that being said, it's $27. You can go to BeautyPrenuer.org. Get that ebook if you're just now starting or if you're confused on starting. When I say it has the links. So it's like if you want to start your business entity, click on that link step by step, me walking you through it so that you don't have to pay anybody. It's $27 versus somebody trying to charge you $1,500 to set up a business structure for something that's $100. EIN number, $1,500 for something that's $0. It's going to take you straight to the IRS, and I have it broken down in each component. I'm basically holding your hand through the process, even through walking through your business license, even through walking through setting up your business brand identity. So all of those things are in the starter level. It is a step-by-step guide on how to actually structure and prepare your business. It's amazing. Hope you guys check it out. If you have any questions, I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you take pictures of your notes. Tag me on Instagram. I'm so excited, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 3.